Alright guys, today we are going to change a trunk latch on a 99 CRV. You're going to need a Phillips, a 8mm, a 10mm, and obviously your refurbished or new latch. You're going to want some pliers as well, and the W80-40 is just to lube everything up before I close her up. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first, we got to get this panel off. So we have some screws behind here. Let me show you that. So pop this panel off. You see there's two screws here. There's one underneath the hook there. Then down below we pop this panel off, and we got the two screws right there. So I'm going to pop those out. You just unscrew them, and then I'll show you what's next. Okay, so we got the two screws out of here. We got the two screws out up here. So now you're gonna, what I like to do is grab here at the bottom right of this panel and just gently pry. So you hear the clips starting to go. You grab a few more. Just gently work your way up. So now what you're going to deal with is this latch likes to hold on. As you can see, I've kind of broken this white part, so you have to be gentle as you're working it off. But you're just going to angle it up, off. Okay, this panel's off. Unfortunately, you do have to pull this back panel that has the latch underneath it. You're going to need to pull your license plate off. I already did that because you all don't get to know me. Then these are your two bolts for the latch itself. Then you've got four bolts. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. And you got to take the nut off. And what I like to do, because the panel itself has got some pretty fragile brackets, is take the nut out almost to the end here. Then you're going to take your driver or your ratchet or whatever, and you're just going to tap it. Make sure it moves a little bit on the other side. That way you know that bracket is not stuck to the gate itself. Then only other thing is you need to take some pliers and push this guy through. That way that panel will come right off. Okay, so now we're making some progress. We're gonna come in here. This clip will have been on here. You're gonna knock that off, pull this pin out, then the latch is gonna go. Oop. And I only have I've only got one hand. Okay, so then you work that out, and there you go. This is likely what you're gonna pull, is something of this quality. So it's going to be all rusted up. It's going to want to stick. This is what I do. So I refurbish it. I pull all the rust off. I get it nice and greased up. Make sure the spring's in good shape, and then I send that back to you. If you guys are going to send it to me and you need to close your hatch without this handle, and you ever need to open it for, say, like when you're going to put it back in, what I suggest doing is you just need to reach through. You're going to open your hatch up here. You're going to reach through, and you're going to find this spot where the rod went to, and you're just gonna push or pull on it, whichever one gets your gate to go. And from there, reassembly is just the same. We're gonna put the new one through here. We're gonna hook that rod up. We're gonna put the nuts on. We're gonna put those other four nuts on. Then you're gonna put that panel on and the four screws, and then you're all good. All right. Okay, one more thing. When you're putting this panel back on, if you push that pin back in first, it makes it way easier to put the nuts onto the bolts. Also, don't forget to put your license plate back on, or this will be way more expensive than you'd like.